Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to another sort of list video. Now, as I'm sure many of you guys are aware, I am a big fan of Australian weapons in Team Fortress 2. And with this being said and a huge Team Fortress 2 update just around the corner, maybe they could be adding more Australiums, and if not, I'm just going to go through what I believe are some Australiums that should be added to the game because they are very popular weapons and arguably more popular than some weapons that already are Australian. So without further ado, let's get into what I believe to be arguably a very high tier Australium that should be added to the game. So firstly on the list, I think the Australium shotgun should be added to the game. The shotgun is a multi-class weapon used by the soldier, the pyro, the engineer and the heavy, and generally a very popular weapon of usage. So if this was added to the game and there was an Australium shotgun made, think how high tier it would be. Not only is it a multi-class weapon, the only other Australium that is multi-class as far as I'm aware is the Golden Pan, which is about 1,000-ish keys at the moment. So imagine how expensive it would be for a Australium shotgun. Although there are many alternatives that are used for the shotgun, such as the reserve shooter and the flare gun for pyro and just stuff like that as other secondary weapons that maybe serve a different purpose, the shotgun is still widely used. So I think an Australian shotgun would not only look really cool but also be really useful and very popular, I think, in the trading community. Now the next weapon on this list that I think should become Australium is the pistol. The pistol is of course used by the scout and the engineer, again a multi-class weapon. And honestly, I'm not too sure why it hasn't become an Australium yet. Again, it is a very popular weapon. Most people that do play Scout and Engineer use some form of the pistol, whether that just be a Kappa, for instance, just a reskin of the pistol. Of course, there are many alternatives once again. The Engineer having many alternatives, such as the Wrangler, the Short Circuit, and of course, other reskins of the pistol as mentioned, such as the Kappa and the Lugamorph. The Scout, on the other hand, has many other alternatives. Not only does it have other reskins of the pistol such as the Lugamorph and the Kappa, but the Scout also has things like the Bonk Atomic Punch, Criticola, Mad Milk, the Pretty Boys Pocket Pistol, the Winger, and the Flying Guillotine. However, despite all of these other different weapons that can be used instead of the pistol, I do believe that Australian pistol would be a really good addition to the game, and I think it would be very popular once again in the trading community. Although it's not a very big weapon, I still believe it would look really good, so that is what I believe to be quite possibly the second most important weapon that could be Australium in Team Fortress 2. Thirdly, I believe the revolver for the spy should become Australium in Team Fortress 2. Now, as I'm sure most of you are aware, the Ambassador is of course the only Australian pistol for the spy. However, I believe his stock pistol, the revolver, should become Australian because there are many people that still do use it and generally prefer it over the Ambassador. There is already a festive revolver along with a festive shotgun as previously mentioned in this video. However, I believe there should be an Australian revolver and an Australian shotgun. An Australian revolver would be really cool. It'd be one of the sort of lower tier Australiums. I think it'd probably be around the same price as the Ambassador, so definitely would be a good addition to the game in my opinion. So fourth on the list, I actually have the Degreaser for pyro. There is of course an Australian flamethrower for the pyro, but I know so many people who play pyro who do prefer using the Degreaser over the flamethrower, and honestly the Degreaser does have a lot of perks and generally high edges over the flamethrower, so I believe Australian Degreaser would be really cool and a really nice addition to the game. It would be very popular among most pyro mains. Lastly, coming in at number 5 on this list, I believe the Crusaders Crossbow for medics should become Australian. The Crusaders Crossbow is a very popular weapon amongst most medics. Not only does it deal damage to enemies, but also when you fire a bolt at a teammate, it actually heals them as well. So it's actually a really useful weapon for the medic to use and allows you to heal teammates if you've got a good aim over long distance. I know this is a very popular weapon amongst a lot of medics, so it would just seem logical to see it Australian, and I mean, an Australian crossbow would look really cool, and there's no denying that. So that's just about it, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video and agree with some of the choices I made. I'm probably going to release another episode of this as well because I believe there are so many weapons additionally that could be made Australian. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me know if you think there's any other weapons that should become Australian. And that's just about it, guys. So thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, general gaming content, then do be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.